You've had a busy day, haven't you? Didn't take you very long to rekindle that old lost love and ask Laura to marry you again?
I had no idea what to expect when she came back. But I never imagined she'd ask me to marry her.
Excuse me. That was her idea?
Yes, it was.
Huh.
It was. I couldn't refuse.
And why not? Oh, you didn't want to send her spiraling back into madness. Or maybe you're still in love with her.
When I first heard about this treatment, I said no. You know, after 4 years, I figured nothing is going to make any difference. And I didn't want a crowd of doctors experimenting on Laura. And I'd moved on with my life, frankly. I'd come to peace with this illness. As much peace as I could. I'm in an unlikely marriage. But it suits me just fine.
Why wouldn't it? Get to do exactly as you please. Up to and including chasing halfway around the world to rescue damsels in distress. You get a college education for Lulu, and you come home to a mansion, maid service, and the best booze in town.
I come home to you. To you, Tracy. Who knew we were going to be such a great match? You're tough, and you're smart, and you're an incredible challenge. And mostly, you keep me interested, which is more than I can say for most of the spuds out there in this miserable world. And you've been very good to Lulu. You could have made her life miserable the last few months, and you didn't. I'm grateful for that.
You're welcome.
I'd want to be married to you if you didn't have a dime.
That would thrill me to the quick if you hadn't just promised to marry Laura.
What am I supposed to do? Say no to this treatment? When I found out that there might be a chance, I had to go through with it. I had to give her a chance to come back and be with her family and her kids. The kids are so messed up right now.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. These are the same kids that you just carefully instructed not to tell her how messed up they are?
Well, what would you have me do? Would you have me just pour out the truth on her and send her screaming around the bend back into La La Land? I got a better idea. You tell her. How's that, huh? You tell her the truth. Could you do that?
Yeah, I could. If it meant keeping my husband. You bet. How does it feel to be reunited with the love of your life?
I don't know. I guess I feel sort of like that acrobat who used to walk the tightrope between the high-rises in New York City, and then I think he also walked over Niagara Falls without a net. You just go very, very carefully, step by step. Because, you know, if you slip, it's a hell of a long way down.
It is a miracle. You know that. But miracles aren't always free. In fact, sometimes they're very expensive.
You know, I'm going to have to open another couple of bottles of booze if you're going to go into Tracy's old-time gospel hour.
I'm just trying to make sense of all of it.
So am I, wife.
Luke and Laura never made much sense to me. I know everybody thought that she rescued you, made you a better person, blah, 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 but I didn't see it that way.
Really?
From my perspective, she stifled you. She dragged you into a life you weren't suited for. She saddled you with kids you didn't want, and she expected you to be somebody you were never gonna be.
I had no idea. I didn't realize you were paying any attention.
Luke, you have no idea how much attention I paid.
God, I wish I'd known that.
Laura should have stayed with Scotty Baldwin. She would have made a fabulous attorney's wife. She would have had 2 perfect kids, done charity work at the hospital, and you needed somebody more complex.
Well, Laura and I never even made any sense to me. But you know, magic doesn't have to make sense. That's why it's magic.
Magic is illusion. And my sweet husband, you need to consider what's going to happen when reality sets in.